What is up, fellow summoners, and welcome back to the channel today. Ooh, baby, we got a big announcement. I was editing a video, saw a post over on Twitter from Brian, and clicked on it, and lo and behold, a giant gold mine of information was dumped out in my lap. The Champions of Valhalla event has been announced, starting November the 1st, which is next Wednesday, so we've got a week to try and digest all of this and prepare ourselves. Looks like it's going to be quite a bit of fun. It's going to be able to basically encompass the entire community, depending upon if you're a grinder, somebody who's in an alliance, somebody who's not, somebody who just does like event questing. There will be a spot for everybody in this event, which is pretty cool. Essentially, and probably the best way that I can explain this is from Kabam Mike. He made a separate post down here. Where's it at? There it is. Essentially, what this all boils down to is you'll be able to earn Valor in the game, and you're going to be able to spend Valor for items in a new Valor store. That essentially is what this all boils down to. But there are 4 different ways you can see right here, which is what we'll break down and talk about. 4 different ways that you can earn Valor. You can earn Valor simplistically by just running the new monthly special event, which is called the Gods of the Arena. Don't get that confused with an actual arena. That is just the special monthly event quest. That's the name of it. You'll be picking up Valor in the 4-star featured hero arena, which it's 4-star only. That's kind of interesting that they don't have it for the basic arena or the 3-star arena. We'll talk about that more here in a second. There is a new solo event called Vanquishing Blow. Pretty cool. We'll talk about that. And then a new bounty mission, which we've never seen anything like this before. We'll talk about that as well. So essentially, what can you do with your Valor? Well, it plays 2 different roles. The first is that there will be an overall leaderboard that is keeping track of the amount of Valor that you're accumulating throughout the month. Even when you spend it, let's say you got 1,000 Valor, you spend it, the leaderboard is still going to show that you're at 1,000 Valor. Every time you earn more Valor, it just keeps adding to that total, adding to that total. There's a lot of really cool rewards here. At the end of the month, the person who's got the overall most Valor is going to get a duped 5-star Thor Ragnorak, which is what we're calling him. 2nd place to 10th place is going to get also a 5-star Thor. He's just not going to be awakened. This bracket right here, this is going to be really interesting to see how competitive it is. I tell you what, the one thing that's blowing my mind a little bit is that they can keep track of overall Valor and have a leaderboard, but we don't have a leaderboard in the arenas yet. I wonder if this is signaling the fact that we may see leaderboards coming to the arena. If they can track this Valor, they can also track the arena and show us those leaderboards. So please, Kabam, please give us leaderboards. But this is pretty cool. You'll be able to see where you're at, where you need to be. If you fall between the 11th place to 1,000th place, you'll get a 4-star Thor, which is pretty cool. You know, if you're somebody who wants to do the arena grind once, you know, let's say you pick him up in the first round, but you don't want to go back in the arena, don't have the time, you're still able, if you can pull yourself up into this top 1,000, 11 to 1,000, you'll be able to dupe your 4-star Thor. 1,001 to 10,000, you'll pick up the 3-star Thor, and then everybody else, anybody who has received any Valor at all during the month is going to receive a title. Looks like everybody's going to receive a title. The Champions of Valhalla will be a rare title. So that's the first thing that you'll use your Valor for. The second thing, as I mentioned before, is to purchase items. You can see right here the list of things which range from something as minute to an Alliance Health Potion all the way up to Tier 2 Alpha Fragments, which I'm going to be all after that one. 4-star Hero Crystal, which this is not shards. If you notice here, there are not, I don't think, yeah, there are not 4-star shards. It's just a fully formed 4-star crystal, which a fully formed 4-star crystal is the same amount, if you look here, as 1,000 5-star shards. Again, signaling to the fact of the diminishing returns on these 4-star heroes as we kind of push more towards 5 stars and 6 stars coming to the game. But still, that's going to mean a lot of new characters coming to people's rosters, which is great. Yeah, fully formed 4-star crystals, 5-star shards in different amounts there. And you can see we're familiar with the way this works because of the Glory Store. Every time you purchase something, the next time you go in to purchase it, it costs more. Which for these minor things, there's not a big difference. But once you get up into these upper top tier event or top tier rewards, you know, it's going up by what, 200,000, 275, yeah, big jump there on the last one. But it looks like there's going to be a lot of Valor passed out. So if you're spending quite a bit of time in the game, you should have quite a bit of that to spend throughout the month. So, how can you earn Valor, you may be asking yourself? Well, you could read through all this, or I could just explain it to you briefly. Probably the event that everybody's going to get Valor in, whether you're a grinder in Alliance or not, is obviously the special monthly event. You can see the first time completion for all the difficulties here: easy, medium, heroic, and master. A full exploration of that event, and then in total, if you do everything, is 2 million Valor, which that's really pretty good. I mean, if you go down here, I don't mean to keep going back and forth, but 2 million Valor, I mean, that's 2,000 5-star shards. There's basically 1.8 million is what I'm looking at there. So that's a lot of Valor just for doing the special monthly event quest. The 4-star featured arena, which this one is a little bit interesting. I want to focus on this middle line right here. Basically, you are earning points every time you hit a milestone. It's not a per fight. Like every time you win a fight, you don't get Valor. You get Valor for hitting your milestones, and then you get Valor depending upon where you rank at. Which there are 2 different brackets you can see for beginners, 0 to 30 days old and 31 to 60, veteran bracket, all that stuff. Solo event, Vanquishing Blows. This is pretty cool. I wish I could go back. When I was first playing MCOC, I actually sent an email to Kabam support with a suggestion for an event that you would earn points depending upon the final blow. Basically, how much damage extra that you did. Let's say they only had 100 life left, but you did 1,000 damage. Like, you would get 900 points towards the event. I feel like maybe they kind of stole my event and took a twist on it, which I'm sure they didn't. I like to tell myself that, but this Vanquishing Blows is pretty cool. So it's a solo event. You'll have to check the solo event, but it's going to be different. So depending upon what the solo event is, let's say the solo event, the Vanquishing Blow, is a heavy attack. If you finish your fight with a heavy attack, you're going to earn points. So you're just going to have to check the Vanquishing solo event to determine what actual attack you need to do to finish off the fight. But it's not only attacks, light, medium, heavy. It's specials, then it's also finishing the fight with bleeds. This shock one is interesting because there aren't that many characters that have shock. I'm thinking probably the most reliable one is going to be Storm with her S1. You've also got, who else do you got? You've got Star-Lord with his S2, but that's totally unpredictable. Would not work for this event. You've got Jane Foster. I believe she drops a shock. I'm sure there's several others I'm just not thinking of. But that one right there is going to be a little bit of a pain just because you're going to have to use very specific champions for that shock. But you can fairly easily understand this. You earn points towards your solo event when you're finishing fights based upon the Vanquishing Blow. So you're earning Valor that way. And then the last one, and the most interesting, I think, is this brand new bounty missions, which they talk about further in here. Bounty missions could possibly be an event that we see coming to the game as a more regular occurrence, but just tied to different special events that are going on. So right now, the bounty mission is tied to Valor. Essentially, I think if you go up, let me see here, up here at the top, yeah, right here, bounty missions and test of Valor. If you click on this, it actually will take you to a separate link, a separate post where it goes into detail of what exactly these bounty missions are. I'm not going to take the time to do that. I've read through that a couple of times. I think I have a fairly good understanding of how it's going to work. But essentially, let me get back up to it here. So bounty missions, whenever you earn Valor, there is a chance that you are going to trigger a bounty mission for all of your alliance to participate in. The bounty mission will last for 6 hours in total. But once you actually go into the bounty mission, it's only going to be available for 1 hour. There are 4 different difficulties. You can see easy, medium, heroic, and master. There are 10, I believe it's 10 possible fights. I need to go back and read that, but I think there's 10 possible fights in the event, but you only have to do 2 of them on each difficulty. You can pick which path you want to do. There is no exploration reward. It's only completion reward. So you go on the easy path, you do your 2 fights, and then there's a boss. The boss is always Thor or Hela. You do that for easy, you do that for medium, heroic, and master. If enough people in your alliance, I believe it's 15 alliance members, yeah, right here. If 15 alliance members go in and complete at least one difficulty, it doesn't have to be all 4 of them, but if 15 people go in and complete at least one difficulty, the initiator, which that's the person who triggered the event, they are going to receive, I believe it's 5-star shards. I don't think they've got it listed on here. Actually, I guess I should go up. Yeah, if you go up here, if you click on this, let's see here. Where does it talk about the initiator? Crap. Here it is right here. The Test of Valor bounty mission awards 105-star shards to the initiator of the bounty mission if at least 15 alliance members complete a difficulty. I know that's kind of a mouthful, so let me try to run through that one more time. So let's say I am in, I don't know, and it says the more Valor you earn, the better chance you have for it to trigger. So let's say I'm doing a special monthly event. I just finished the medium. I earned my Valor, and all of a sudden I have triggered one of these bounty events. Well, it will let you know that you have triggered it. You are the initiator of that event. You can go in and you can do your completion for easy, medium, heroic, and master to get your rewards. And then you also need at least 14. So you count towards the 15, but you need 14 other alliance members to go in and do at least one of these paths. If that happens, in addition to the completion rewards that you've earned in the event, you're also going to gain yourself 100 additional 5-star shards, which is pretty cool. Again, it's open for a total of 6 hours for people to get into. Once somebody jumps into it, let's say they do the easy path, that triggers a timer. They've only got 1 hour then to complete easy, medium, heroic, and master before it drops off. And then another event can trigger. Obviously, you have to be in an alliance for you to be able to take part in this. I think that's pretty much everything. Yeah, if you have any questions on that, there's a lot of stuff that it walks through here. I would suggest that you click on this. There's questions down here. Do you need to be in alliance? How do I discover them? If I earn Valor for completing Test of Valor quest, can I trigger a Valor bounty mission while completing it? That's a mouthful, but no, you can't trigger a bounty mission from earning Valor within a bounty mission itself. Yeah, there's just a bunch of other stuff here. It's pretty cool because those completion, while they won't be a lot of points, but for going in and completing those 2 fights and then the final boss fight, Thor and Hela, you do earn completion points for alliance completion events and solo completion events, which is pretty cool. I think that pretty much wraps up everything that I want to talk about here in this initial video. Certainly go back, read through all of this. Certainly read through that bounty mission. If you have any questions, I'll do my best to try to answer them. We'll probably get some sort of discussion about this going on in the next live stream, which we'll probably do tonight. Then we've also got the Discord server, which I'm sure we'll be talking about this as well. So make sure if you don't know where to go, the link to the post will be down in the description. Go check it out. Very, very excited for the event. I'm glad to see something new coming. We've been asking for a while for some sort of an alliance event to come to the game. So this has got a little bit of that in the bounty missions, but it's also got an individual leaderboard. So November is going to be packed, man. It's going to have Thor, Ragnarok, and Hela coming to the contest, which both of those should be really, really cool characters. And then we have the addition of all this new interesting Valor stuff coming as well. I think I've only got positive things to say about it. I'm sure somebody will find something to whine about it. Obviously, if you want to be on the leaderboard, you're going to have to play a lot. So if you don't play a lot, you might whine, I guess. But I don't see a whole lot to be upset about here. New interesting things coming to the game. That's what we're always asking for. So bravo, Kabam. I will give you a slow golf clap for that. All right, guys, let me know your thoughts on the event overall. Until I see you all in the next one, have a great day.